once again, Teen Talk Television is coming back to the airwaves. Everybody knows ain't no talk like Teen Talk. Once again, hello, this is Teen Talk Television. This is yours truly. Once again, everybody know there ain't no talk like Teen Talk. Our Teen Talk is the talk of the town. And you all know what's up with Teen Talk. Teen Talk is trying to find young people who are really an example, who can really help impact the lives of others to, be all they can be. And I say, coming here at Cahokia High School as the Children Youth Director in this summer program, we had a program that, we had to employ some teens for 30 days. And one of the greatest things about it is that I met some awesome young teenagers who I think are just got some awesome stories. And we've had several stories, but this young man right here, I mean, he has probably impressed me the most. And not just here, because Teen Talk is not just something that's did Cahokia. Teen Talk has been done all over the country. And so we've had thousands, and so now we're bringing it back up. And so, man, when I first met you, but first of all, just give them your name and just a couple of minutes, and then we do a little interview. And we can go into some things.
All right. My name is Dante Carter. I'm from East St. Louis originally. I'm originally from Centerville, Allerton type stuff, but I was raised up in East St. Louis, went to East St. Louis Senior High School, graduated from there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you already said two things. You said East St. Louis, and you said you were Flyer. And so, we already know, hey, I bleed that orange and blue. That's my alma mater. And so, when I came here, I met you for the first time, but we started talking the first time, and you were just talking about your life. And what impressed me the most, people don't realize the greatest thing that you can do is to use your life, good, bad, positive or negative, to help impact the best life for somebody else. Mm-hmm. And so, of course, I was just floored when I just seen some of the things that you had already, endured and encountered. But, the thing that jumped out at me the most was that you were still standing. Mm-hmm. And that you wanted to use your story to help other young cats realize that, you don't want to go down that path. So just, what was your biggest challenge, before we get to things that happened, what was your biggest challenge growing up, and that led to maybe you making choices, good or bad? What was your greatest challenge when you grew up and woke up one day and just thought about life?
Man, one day that really made me really think about a lot, and some of my biggest challenges, man, is when we was living out in Centerville. Not even Centerville. We was living out in Washington Park. My mom just had got a house. Mm-hmm. And we was living there for maybe 6-7 months. And then one day the lights went off, and we was living there for another month after that. And then we ended up leaving that house. And after we left that house, we didn't really have anywhere to go. So she was telling us like, we gonna get the house back, But ended up happening was the house got foreclosed, and I was already 16, 17, and it was like my mom and my little brother was good to go to like her friend's house and stuff. Mm-hmm. But her friends sometimes probably had little girls, and they don't want, around little girls. So it was always, I can't come, or I got to find me somewhere to go. And I used to sleep outside for a while when I was about 16, 17. I used to sleep in parks, my auntie garage sometimes. Man, I just used to have to find places. And that was one thing that really made me look at my life and like, man, you really can't choose how you live your life. The only thing you can do is try to make it better.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, Tate, man, I'm telling you, I had just been blown away from the first time that I met you. You are so much more mature, probably, than you give yourself credit, or other people give yourselves credit for. At that age, to know, okay, I got to make it happen. Mm-hmm. At that age, man, to not give up. Because, man, some people, man, you start to be like, okay, well, they can come, but I can't. Then, just bump this, what I'm here for. And one thing that even here lately, and we ain't going into no details, man, your strength, bro. You got some strength. You got strength that it ain't natural. People think, it's just, no, it's not natural. Because some people, man, you blow on them, they fall over like a flower. But I'm telling you, you have had some major challenges that I can't even imagine. I tell you what, you done nailed them. You done nailed them. I know sometimes you look like, I don't know about this one.
Yeah.
But you always find a way. And man, for you to be sitting here, because me and you right now, you just never know. I just know they ain't been on no park benches or pretty much been
Yeah,
homeless.
that's what I like. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's how I always chose to like make myself look like. Even if I was out homeless and stuff, I always made sure at least had a clean T-shirt on,
Hmm.
clean clothes,
Yeah,
and made myself look presentable. Because I was just always taught that like, if no, you might not have it all
yeah,
together one day, but you gotta look like you
yeah,
got it together for at least you can make it
yeah,
happen. Because ain't nobody gonna do nothing for you when you walking around in 100-degree weather, hoodies
yeah,
on, a ski mat, all
yeah.
that. You gotta make yourself look,
Say that,
man. You
man.
gotta make yourself look presentable
Yeah,
for people to even walk up and
mm,
approach to ask you
yeah,
something, because might never know what opportunities might come to you in life, and some people might be scared to even offer you them opportunities on the
yeah,
way you present yourself,
yeah.
and
Let me tell
so.
you something. This old school, my grandmother always told me, first of all, she said, wherever you go somewhere, it look like you belong to somebody. The second thing she said, if you have a clean shirt and some clean shoes, she said people gonna look at you totally different.
Mm-hmm.
And so young men, especially young men, but young people in general, listen to what he's saying. He's saying, despite the fact that I might not have known where I was going to lay my head or how I was going to lay my head, it never took away from me knowing what I needed to be successful or to make it happen for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm telling you, for you to still keep focused and to still keep your drive, that's amazing. To see you having that kind of backstory and even sitting here today, because you think about it, you came out here, we've been out here, this is the last week. Instantly, you didn't have, before we even started, selecting leaders and stuff. Everybody already
Knew
knew.
I was a
That's why I
leader.
tell people. People don't understand. A leader don't have to go in the room and announce, "I'm a leader." People can look at the way you walk, the way you carry yourself, your confidence. They automatically know. At that time, we didn't even have no titles. It was like everybody, y'all was up under the dust. Then all of a sudden, Miss J said, "You know what? I want to go to some team leaders." But what was so ironic was that you was already like the king lead around here. It's like,
Yes.
ask
Yeah.
him. And so, but once again, you came in. You didn't come in asking for it. You just commanded it
Yeah.
with your presence. So what was the biggest challenge from
Can I say one
going
more thing? Can I
forward?
say one thing real quick?
Yeah, yeah,
All right, another thing about the clothes thing, man. I know a lot of young men don't have it and all, man. It's not hard to get just a simple thing, bro. And clothes is a big confidence thing, bro. It'll change your whole like mindset around. You might be dirty and down bad that day, and you might be thinking of doing some horrible stuff. If you feel good, you look good, it's gonna make your soul feel better, everything feel better about yourself. Your confidence is gonna go through the roof. Clothes is a big part of a young man's life, bro. I'm telling you that now, like you gotta make sure, not even if you don't have, at least make sure you go try and wipe
mm-hmm.
your shoes down,
Yeah,
come outside clean shirt. Don't just be unpresentable, man.
yeah,
Always when you walk out the house, make sure you look presentable because people get stereotypes on a daily
yeah,
basis,
yeah,
man. Like we are young black men, and I'm talking to all my men. You are young men. We can't just be, we can't just be out
yeah,
here getting stereotyped. We are men. They're
yeah,
looking for young men
yeah,
nowadays, and we targeted, man. You got to
yeah.
look like something out here nowadays.
And it is so much better for you to say this. Even though I've been doing Teen Talk, and then for years, I kept on saying, man, why don't they get somebody, younger? And they always say, no, but you still have it where you can reach them. But the thing is that I've been doing this for 30 years. And so a lot of times, no matter what kind of advice I have, how good people may think it is, they see great. But they need a young man that looks like them to say, because if I say, hey man, y'all need to, come up out, being in the hood is 100 degrees, first of all, you're already targeted. then it's like, man, they hating on my identity. They hating on no. Thing about it is it right? No.
No, it's against
You
them.
should be able to be whoever you want to be. But is it reality? And that's why I tell people it's a difference between right and reality. And most of the time in this culture, reality ain't right.
Never is.
If you want to walk around with 400 hoodies on, you should be able to. But young men, listen, it's like it's a certain image that they look for and they're a target. I know one time I was working loss prevention, basically sitting and watching, uh, uh, shoplifters. And so we had, they always had anybody that looked like us, keep your eye on them. So what happened was it was some people that didn't look like us and they got together. And so what they did was they knew if the four that looked like us come in the store, they were going to be watching us. And the four that didn't look like us, they cleaned them out. And so when they finally got busted, if that's what it came to. It's like they got smart. Okay, you like bright, you dark chocolate. They're gonna be watching y'all. So while they watch y'all, you go in there and clean them out, and they split it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a long time, bro, before they got caught. But the thing about it is, was it right? No, but was it reality?
Yeah.
And so my thing, I was successful when watching folks steal because I always looked at the one that wasn't supposed to be.
Them
They'll be the one. So you went through some tragic times in your life, and talk about that because they need to know. These streets are real. These streets will take you out if you don't have a plan to remain. So just talk about that.
Yeah. What I was gonna say. All right. So one thing I want to tell you, man, like you live. Everybody, bro, might go through their own problems. Some problems might be bigger than others, but I had some problems going up in my life, bro. Like I really didn't have. Like I had adult figures, but me being young minded, bro, I never listened to nobody. Like anytime somebody told me something or anything, bro, I just went out the area and went to the next area. And I promised to Jesus Christ, bro, I promise I wish some things I would have listened to some people and I probably would have been in a better predicament in life. And that's why I'm trying to sit here and tell y'all. If y'all take heed into what people saying to y'all sometimes, bro, you can turn out to a totally different man, bro. Because once you get to my age, all you can think about is what you didn't do and how you could have did it, and that's the worst feeling ever, man. It's going time. You can't go back in time to change nothing you want to do. But one thing that really did help me out, like in life, when stuff did happen, bro, I really want everybody to take this and run with it, though. Like y'all gotta understand, stuff happens, life happens.
Yeah.
It always gonna happen. Life is never gonna stop, no matter how hard it get. Just gonna keep happening. So when you going through that stuff and hard times do come, all you can say, stuff happens, man. It happens, man. You just gotta chunk it up and try to make the next one better, or just keep going. Don't ever stop. Just if something bad happen, a bump in your road, just say, it's life. It's life.
Yeah.
Stuff happens. But after that, don't give up. Don't stop looking for what your goal is. You go push for it. You try to make something out of nothing if you don't have nothing. Because in my life, I really didn't have a building block. I didn't have a mom with a job. I didn't have a dad with a job. I had a grandmother who had a job, but she worked minimum wage all her life, and she's 70, 60. She's still working. So I really didn't have the support system behind me. So that might be another big thing for y'all. So if y'all don't really have a support system behind yourself, y'all need the people who are trying to give that to you, like the people who are supporting you and behind you, and you just shrugging them off. You need to take that. Because you really gonna need that in the long run. The support it helps a lot. Like you never can it's hard to start up by yourself when you by yourself and you really don't have nothing and you don't have nobody to depend on. It is hard. Like coming from $0, not a savings account, not a banking account, just $0. You're an 18-year-old man, bro. That is the hardest possible thing ever. Because every day you got to spend your money on something. You need food, you need something. So it is hard to save when you're on your own. That's one of my biggest things. And another thing I want to tell y'all, man, like, just stick it out, man. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie to you. The stuff that does happen now, bro, and in the future, you gonna look back on it and just smile like, dang, I'm glad I am here now today or where I'm at because I listen to him and stuff like that, man. Just taking into heed on what people saying and how you live in your life because it always gonna come back to you. It's always. You might not think it's gonna come back
Yeah.
right then and there. It's gonna catch up with you eventually. So it's pointless to even do the stuff that's not
Yeah.
supposed to be did.
Yeah. Well, two things I definitely want to nail that you really said, man. That was powerful. Is if you got a support system, don't reject it. Sometimes, you out there in life hidden and people trying to help you. I don't need nobody. I don't know. Everybody needs somebody.
Everybody.
And so even people say they don't need nobody, it's just a defense mechanism because they know that life is better when you have support. But you're a perfect example because I mean, even when you don't have support, you gotta stay positive. So being out on your own and stuff, there was a lot of negative opportunities that were probably pulling at you. You could sell drugs, you could be robbing, all this craziness. How did you fight against? Okay, you're out here, you don't have nothing, and everybody, hey, dude, you do this, man, we got you. How did you fight against that negativity? Because it be like, you know how it is. You can make easy money. You want to flip burgers, man, for $5 an hour, or you want to make $500 an hour on the corner. You know, how did you fight against those tips? And how did you? Because sometimes they try to make you be, in the game. They try to make you be street. How did you fight against that?
Man, see, me personally, um, I use yeah I the drug thing. I got into the drugs and selling drugs when I was about 16, 17, and I had end up my mom ended up catching me one day, and then she ended up. I mean, not my mom, my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I had to. That's when that was when I was like 16, 17.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up being homeless because once again, not listening to what people who was really helping me.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really listening to them, but tried to sell weed on my mom. I mean, on my grandmother's house, man. Ended up getting put out, bro. No, and then see stuff like that, bro. I had everything I ever could ask for, from
Mm-hmm.
shoes to clothes, anything. My granny made sure it happened for me if she had to use her last. But I wanted to use a different path and
Mm-hmm.
go towards trying to make my own money on selling marijuana and stuff. And it just that really, really, really that y'all never want to put drugs in the way, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That really messed up a lot in my life because that really put me in some of the situations I didn't need to be in,
Mm-hmm.
like being over some people's houses or going places I didn't really want to go. It just really put me in a hard predicament because the first time I left my granny house after like a year, I ended up getting shot, and then like it would just be wrong time, wrong place, man.
Mm-hmm.
And if all the stuff I did it, if I just would have listened, I would never did none of the stuff
Yeah.
would have really happened. I would have still been at my grandmother's house, comfortable, safe.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to run the streets because I wanted to sell drugs, and that's what y'all need to understand, bro. If y'all young, y'all got y'all mom or anything like that, and they let y'all live with them and not paying any bills,
Yeah.
like you gotta take that and run with it, man,
Yeah.
because when you live with somebody, when you turn 18, you are a grown man.
Yeah.
You're a grown man, and anybody you live with besides your mom, bro.
Yeah.
So if you got that and she's letting you live there, bro, please just take it and run with it because you gonna try to sell weed or sell drugs, and they're just gonna turn around and you gonna have the same $20 you had in your pocket, and you gonna do something that you don't supposed to be doing,
Mm-hmm.
and it ain't worth it. It really ain't.
Well, let me tell you something, man. Exactly what I saw when I first met you is the how your story will impact. Like I told the others, we just sitting here like just chatting, just talking about life, and so it's just like me, you, and the producer over there. But Miss Thousands is gonna see this story. Your story is needed so much because right now, man, a lot of our just especially our young black men, it's like, well, I had to do this. You got to ask yourself, did I have to or did I choose to?
Yeah,
And then was it my fault that I had to do it?
yeah.
What would you-
And then, but Miss Willie D, don't get me wrong. See, me personally, I didn't grow up in a projects or nothing like that. My grandmother had her own house back off in Washington Park in the back. So I really wasn't, into like big groups unless I went to them.
Mm-hmm.
But other people, real life in this city in the area we in, they grow up into this lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all on how you live that lifestyle. Like you don't have to be out here shooting at nobody every day and all of that. But some people are grew up into they neighborhood, that their neighborhood stamped them, made them who they is, and they name is their neighborhood. And sometimes you just gotta. Sometimes it be like you be having to protect yourself and people who want to harm you. And you really don't want to harm nobody. You just want to live your life. And that's what I'm get to talking about. You born into it. Sometimes you don't have a choice, man. I'm telling you, no choice at all. You have to, like, that's why I feel bad. Some of my young men out here. That's why I want to try to do stuff like this to at least try to talk to them, because I know some men don't have some kids don't got no way else but this. Like they can't go get a job because they went to jail at 14 for 6 guns or something like that. And some kids can't go to their mama because their mama ain't her, or their dad ain't her, or nobody ain't want to help them because of what they did do in the past. And I understand, like, you make mistakes happen, bro, but it's just like once the mistakes are made, you gotta live with them, bro, and you gotta really live with it. You gotta show them you can live with it by yourself. Cause after that, man, it's hard for kids like that, bro. And I hate it for them, but it is really hard for them. Like they gotta tote a gun every day. They gotta have. If they don't have it, they might die.
Well, you made a good point, and because I didn't understand that, because I was talking to young men, and it was like 80% of them was like they had a weapon, and so once again, people be thinking about it's the negative, but when I got to really talking to them, most of them like, I wouldn't shoot nobody listen to me or them. But from my hood, where I come from, you got to have that to be protection, and that's what society needs to understand. Don't think because every young black man or young man that he has a weapon, that it's a negative. Of course, shouldn't have a weapon. We shouldn't need a weapon, but at the same time, sometimes when they come, don't just throw them in that bag, or they this gangster or this gangbang, this out looking around. No, a lot of times, just like you said, everything I hear about you, you looking out for your little short, your brother, your sister, and stuff. And so sometimes you're in the neighborhood. I mean, it is for protection, but
because I ain't gonna lie to you, I heard, bro, nowadays, bro, you could be from some other neighborhood and another neighborhood on, like, and you will be out with your mother at a grocery store, bro, and somebody will see you, and then they'll be like 3, 4 people deep. They'll try to either shoot you and kill you right there on the spot, or jump you and try to hurt you really bad. So therefore, bro, it is so violent out here with young men, bro, even younger than me, bro. I'm 21. Other kids be like 16, 15, 17, stuff like that, bro, and really out here trying to kill each other, like shooting at each other moms and stuff. Like, that is real life. Like, it get to a point where it's just stuff you gotta do that other people wouldn't understand at times because they didn't go through their life or they didn't live it. And I'm here to tell you, I live that life, so I understand them kids. Like, if you don't have this gun, the other person might have that gun, and you might not see it, and you might not make it home to even handle your business again that night. So I just want y'all to, if y'all are, like, I can't tell y'all what to do or how to do it, but if y'all are carrying and it's not legal or anything like that, bro, just be mindful of your space, your situation, and your lifestyle, because it's a lot that comes with carrying. I'm not telling you to carry. It's not good to have a weapon, but if you are carrying, just make sure you be safe with it, and make sure you just not out here doing no knucklehead stuff. Like, the gun is for protection more than anything. It's not for killing people. It was never made for that. It was made for your protection. And that's a big thing that a lot of people don't understand. Like, I ain't talking about the kids. Like, just a lot of grown folks and police officers don't understand out here in this city. You could die any day, anytime, anywhere. People die every day out here. Like, people I know, like, genuinely know, like, every day I done seen, like, in this month I done seen 4 of my friends, close friends, die. and it's just crazy because I could have been. I just was
Yep.
playing basketball with some of them the other day, and we were
Yep.
just playing basketball, having a great time, living life. And the next, they dead
Yep.
because and somebody told them not to carry a gun one
Yep.
day, and now
Yep.
they dead. And that be the downfall on everything. Like I know everybody knows the consequences of what you do and what you got. It's just some consequences you have to take sometimes because you risking your life on even stepping outside your door
Yep.
nowadays out here.
Yep.
Like it's just very dangerous, bro. Like even for like it's more dangerous for kids than grown ups, and that's
Yep.
crazy.
Yep.
Like
Oh yeah.
kids done not even with facial hair, and they out here fearing
Yep.
for their life, and that is crazy, bro.
Yep. But and I'm telling you, this has been a wholesome discussion. That's why I said you're going to see a lot of this young man on Teen Talk, and I'm going to always be looking at him. Investing whatever way I can because you have such great points, and it's like as much as I've dealt with thousands of kids all over the country, it's still nothing like experience. It's like right now, I've dealt with kids, but I've never held a weapon. I've never fired a weapon. I've been preaching since I was 12. So, I mean, it's like, like when they say that life, I really don't know nothing about that life, although I talk about that life. And so the best way to reach somebody is somebody who's been there.
Yeah.
I can sit here and talk all day and they be like, man, he didn't know. It's not, Teen Talk is not about me. It's about young people like you who can help impact and guide other young people. Every time I look at you, man, I'm like, man, I said that dude is a walking miracle. So you've been shot twice, and you still. First of all, if you notice, whenever you say that you've been shot, people are like, what? Because I mean, it's like you just a normal, you athletic. It's like, okay, man, you think this dude, he could be going and getting ready for the NBA,
Man.
but all the stuff that you have been through you don't look like it. You see somebody they've been struggling on drugs, they just look like, it's like they look like death. But man, if you didn't tell people your story, they would never just look at you. They just think you just, it's just a regular young guy out here. But like I said, I know we got to rap. But man, let me tell you something. When I tell you the admiration that I have for you as a brother because I've seen so much out there, and so it's like okay, I just they expect me to be gangster. They expect me to go around shooting up people, and I'm with you, man. A 19-year-old kid, man, that I remember from when he was like 8 at church, man, and just gunned down. I mean, just went. That was some people they went away and gunned down. So now you looking at them in a casket, and like you say, you 3 or 4 in a month, and it's like man, it's just happening more and more and more every day. But it's gonna take people like you with your story saying, hey, you ain't got to go down that road. You ain't got to like say after 16, you could be like, hey, after 16, it's very few of y'all had the rough as I did, but you didn't give up. It's like right now, you out here, you come out here, you're a leader. You're already looking at other programs that's gonna get you to keep on your come up. And so, but as you're coming up, you're helping other people get up. So I just want to say, man, I just really admire your story. So everything I hear, it's like, man, most people that gave up. You go out there, or most people, if they got shot, most people that get shot go shoot somebody.
Yeah.
What I mean? But that's how it works, and that's what's so sad. You just keep on going. Well, you kill my cousin, I kill your cousin. You kill my sister, but I mean, for you to come through all of that and not have the streets just pull you out there and be the total opposite.
Cause kids don't understand, bro. Like they think you gotta be tough all the time. You gotta be, all that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you now. I'm scared. I'm scared. I fear for I fear for my life. I love my life. I want to live. I don't want to be out here in tour with nobody every day. I want to go out and have fun. I want to go sit in the park sometimes. I want to walk around outside. Live my life, bro. And that's what a lot of kids don't understand. They won't be able to live their life once they get older because they doing all of this now. Like you gonna be hiding from people the rest of your life, bro. And I know that ain't how you want to live your life.
Yep.
So don't choose to live it like that.
Well, stay on your path, man. You keep looking up. You looking at positive things, and going forward. So what you're helping the others, Just keep on going. You're on the path. Even around here, you already seen, man. You got folk that love you like family. This family ain't have you guys, cause we didn't know
Man,
you.
man.
When now you come, man, it's like you family. It's like and all of us, especially ones here, that's the adults and stuff. You family forever,
Mhm.
and we all like, okay. Now what you gonna do next? What you gonna do next? But I'm telling you, I cannot wait as you go through these programs, man. When I hear, hey, I got my own place. I got my
Mhm.
own ride, I got a little savings now, my whole check ain't going. I got a little savings now. And so man, just keep on doing what you're doing. And I just hope and pray that anybody that listens to a story looks at no matter what challenge, I don't care how tough it was, and he'll tell you he might have thought about giving up, but he never gave up. He just kept his head up. And so if he can do it, you can do it. And I don't have no doubt about this, brother. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be like a fan on the front bench, man, just waiting because, man, I'm telling you, when you come say, hey, I got this solid job. Uh, I got money that's coming in legally. You said something. You don't want to be living your life. We out here. We got to watch your back. Cause we out here doing stuff. Every day. We robbing people. You can't sit in the park because you don't know who's gonna be popping it. So I love the fact that you committed to doing it the right way and that you're a fighter. And even when you get to them low periods, just reach down inside of you and get out of what's in you. So anything you want to say in closing before you get back and get ready to go and enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully some things are waiting on you that we were talking about before the set start. Anything you want to just say in closing?
Man, I just want y'all to know, man, just off today, y'all just live your life, bro. That's what I'm telling y'all. Know, cause you never know, bro. You never know when you might go or anything might happen. God forbid it does, but
Yeah.
just live your life, bro. You never know, bro. You just never know. That's how I live my life on an everyday basis, bro.
Okay.
I'm a happy, joyful person. You just gotta live your life.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Okay. So in closing, what do you think is your greatest internal inspiration? We know the externals. Okay, I don't want to be out there like that. That's motivation right there. I want to be in the casket. I want to be in Cancun. But what's your greatest internal inspiration? What inspires you to never give up? What inspires you to always?
Man, I got little brothers, man, little sisters, bro, like that really, really, really need me, bro.
Mhm.
Like, I just
So family pretty much just really gives you that.
yeah.
Right. That's a great point. Understand, y'all. You can't help your brothers or your sisters or your moms or your family if you're in jail. If you're locked up, you run around trying to fight to hold on to your goods, and so you can't do that. And that's another thing. If you want to fight and win, you got to be free. And freedom ain't behind no bars. And I'm just glad that you throw that out for the young people. So once again, this is a Willie Brown Teen Talk Television, America's #1 Teen Talk Television show. I am telling you, you heard it now. You'll hear from going on. This guy is my guy. I'm telling you, whenever, I don't care if Teen Talk blowed up the BET with Tyler Perry. I said, this guy is going to be a ride and die example because he's the real deal. He's fought through everything. He's still looking out to his family to this day. He's looking out for his family to this day. He's on the come up, but it ain't just about him. He's on the come up because all the people that he loves, he's going to be bringing them up. Man, you're a great role model. You're a great guy. You're a great dude. You're a great leader. And greatness is written all over you. And up to this point, you got through all that. You can conquer anything. So once again, Willie Brown Teen Talk Television. Always a shout out to my brother from another mother, Lawrence Dunk, and everybody know him as Dunk. We've been doing this for 30, 40 years all across the country. He's always been the man behind the scenes. You may not see his face, but he make it happen. And so you can't mention television without mentioning him. So I want to say thank you to him for always pointing to us. Thank you to this young man who got it going on. And I'm looking forward to. So I look to the next show. I look for greatness from this guy. And believe me, this is not the last time you'll be hearing from him over and over and over again. He got a story that's going to get you some glory. So talk to you later. Willie Brown Teen Talk Television live. We'll sign off. See you next time. Peace.